October 2024, I boarded a flight to Hangzhou, China to represent Malaysia in the World Othello Championship. It was a surreal moment, not because I was a top player, but precisely because I wasn't. In truth, I snatched a spot because many stronger Malaysian players had long gone inactive. Getting into China was easy thanks to the visa-free entry for Malaysians. One less paperwork, one less worry. But of course, I had other worries as well. China has gone entirely cashless. You don't see people flipping wallets or fishing for coins. It's just all smartphones, QR codes, and a flawless flow of digital transactions. I do not have a local Chinese phone number. I was genuinely concerned. Would I be struck at convenience stores with no way to pay? Surprisingly, my Touch and Go e-wallet worked not perfectly. I couldn't scan their QR codes, but the cashier could scan mine. It was enough to get by. I'm a small Malaysian trying to work around in a hyper-digital Chinese world. Then came the metro. Wow. Hangzhou's public transport blew me away. The metro was fast, spotless, clean, easy to navigate, and built with pedestrians in mind. I could walk straight from the airport to the metro station, no detours, no confusion. It felt like the city was designed for pedestrian movement, smooth, efficient, and beautiful. The extent of their metro lines aren't shown in Google Maps. All major cities in China have a metro system that can put metros of other capital cities in other countries to shame. The competition itself was held at the Intellectual Building, an impressive facility in Hangzhou Xiaoshan Olympic Sports Expo City. This same building hosted the board game events during the 19th Asian Games. From the 1st to 14th floor, every level of this huge, massive 26,000 square meter structure breathes intelligence, strategy, and mind sports. I stayed at the Hangzhou Tianyuan Intelligence Hotel, conveniently located within the same huge, massive building, providing easy access to the tournament venue and other facilities. Now that was comfort. The qualifications of other countries like Japan, Thailand, and Singapore are way more difficult than the one we had in Malaysia. It's not exactly a glorious way in. After all, this was Malaysia's first appearance at the World Othello Championship since the year 2016. This year, we sent a team of 4. No juniors this year, just 4 passionate Malaysian souls reviving our presence on the world stage. It took some time to explore the exhibition halls, where they showcased an impressive variety of board games, from traditional classics to innovative new designs. As a board game enthusiast, it felt like walking through a treasure trove. On a more personal note, I couldn't help but notice the difference in toilet habits. Being Malaysian, I'm used to using a bidet to wash my arse. But in China, most places didn't have one installed next to the toilet bowl. It took a bit of adjustment, but despite that, I have to say the overall room quality was still top-notch, modern, clean, and comfortable. Outside the building, Hangzhou continued to impress. At night, the skyline glowed with elegance. Buildings shimmered, clean, bright, and extremely well maintained. On the first night, I headed next to the Olympic sports buildings. And next to the buildings, I struck up a conversation with an elderly Chinese man who had gotten lost. I helped him find his way as a non-local, lol. And in return, he shared his story. He spoke about a life of hardships, growing up in a very different China when China was way much more backwards and rural, one where survival was the priority. He told me how much life has transformed within just a few decades, and how proud he was to witness it all. The moment struck with me, not just because it was touching, but because it mirrored the very reason I came here, not to win big, but to experience, to learn, and to witness growth. In a game, in a city, in people, and in myself. This was more than just a competition. It was a window into a different world, one I was grateful to step into, if only for a few unforgettable days. The morning sun cast a golden glow over Hangzhou's West Lake as I strolled along its serene shores. Willow branches swayed lazily in the breeze, and the occasional boats drifted by, carrying visitors enchanted by the lake's timeless beauty. After soaking in the peaceful atmosphere, I made my way to a place of deep historical significance, the tomb of Yue, a legendary hero whose story is etched into the heart of Chinese history. Standing before Yue's tomb, I felt a solemn reverence, the site marked by stone statues of kneeling figures, the treacherous officials who betrayed him, was a powerful reminder of his tragic fate. Yue was a brilliant general of the Southern Song dynasty, a fearless warrior who led his armies to victory against the invading Jurchen forces of the Jin dynasty. His loyalty to his country was unwavering, and his famous motto, "Serve the nation with utmost loyalty," 精忠报国, became a symbol of patriotism. Yet, despite his bravery, Yue fell victim to political struggle.
Một hai người nữa để hai người nữa này.
江湖里面有一句“靖康耻，犹未雪”，靖康耻变后啊，这个家伙就变坏了。
The corrupt Chancellor Qin Hui, fearing Yue's growing influence, conspired with the enemy and falsely accused him of treason. In a cruel twist of fate, Yue was imprisoned and executed in 1142 AD. His dying wish being the liberation of his homeland. His tomb, now a symbol of righteousness and sacrifice, stands as a testament to his enduring legacy. Serve one's country and write literature. Country and literature first. Country as is our duty. Literature as it's for the future.
《有重要题的画篆刻艺术大师吴昌硕为首任社长，社内珍藏的汉三老绘字记日碑。
集中好的工作，中等人只能起过就好了，中等团队手背是他的。
Oddly enough, players from Vietnam and Korea didn't show up this year, which was surprising considering how geographically close they are to China. Even more disheartening were the stories of players from countries like Ivory Coast and Pakistan who couldn't make it due to visa complications. It's a real shame.
Wow. Jangan spray ini.
Sit in the first row. Stop. They have to be. You can come to China. I know it sometimes will be difficult, but maybe some scarcity, maybe some limits. But now you are here, so great plan.
I'm so happy to be here.
Welcome to Hangzhou. It's amazing to be in this building. This is the Mind Sports building.
This year, the match ballot was done in the refreshingly creative and cultural way. Before the draw began, we were treated to a traditional Chinese mask-changing performance. After the performance, each player was invited to pick a folded paper fan, and the number hidden inside determined our table positions.
Team Malaysia, please come on.
Unfortunately, I paired up against Joanna William, two-time world female champion, in the first round. After breakfast, we made our way to the tournament venue. Upon entering the hall, all phones and electronic devices had to be surrendered, and unfortunately, my morning didn't go as I hoped. I lost all 3 matches, back to back, and interestingly, all to female players. Losing the first match was expected as Joanna is a very strong player. We played a classic cow opening. However, I did not recover in the second round due to inexperience and bad time management, and I also lost the third round in a rabbit opening match. After many intense hours across the board, calculating moves and trying to stay mentally sharp, I wrapped up the first day of the championship with only 2 wins out of 7 matches. Hi, Mr. Binsa Andrani. Hello.
Hello.
On the morning of the second day, I faced off against players from Mongolia and India. The game against Erdenamunk Manlai from Mongolia was especially memorable. We seemed to mirror each other, not just in playing style but also in our margin of errors. It was one of those tense back and forth games where every disc felt like it could shift the balance. The final score was incredibly tight and I walked away with a deep respect for how closely matched we were. Then came my match against Amaroy of India, where I took a bold risk. I played the parallel opening, a rarely used strategy. In fact, only 3 parallel opening matches were played throughout the entire championship, and mine was one of them. Unfortunately, the gamble didn't pay off, and my positions fell apart, and Amaroy capitalized on it brilliantly. In the afternoon, I played against Czech and Danish players. The match against Ivo Ribarik was a disaster for me, as one wrong move in move 20 got me trapped and trashed 64-0. After the match, he jokingly said that he revenged for his wife as I won against his wife in an earlier match. It was funny.
比赛，那你进去，我说你好，就。哦，这个开局。好神奇啊，他的走法。我这开局我没有。哦，懂了。哇，好厉害啊他。3、4，你今日我諗唔到。佢諗唔到嘅，這個太難。
Among the many remarkable players at the championship, one individual left a particularly deep impression on me. Kelvin, a blind player who competed alongside us. Watching him play was nothing short of awe-inspiring. He used a specially designed board where the black and white sides of the disc had distinct textures, allowing him to feel the positions and colors by touch. I couldn't help but wonder, how does he do it? What kind of mental map must he hold in his mind, tracking every position, every flip, every potential threat, without ever being able to see the board? 对对对，特别多。杭州本地特色。
拍照，拍照，我要拍照。我要拍照。
下一个小班还下一个小班还
Hey, don't worry. Hey, 你 tell him what you want.
During the final day of the tournament, when the semi-finals and finals were still ongoing, I visited the Hangzhou Museum, and I was genuinely impressed by its vast and thoughtfully curated collection. The museum showcased a rich tapestry of Hangzhou's history. There were intricate artifacts, elegant calligraphy scrolls, delicate porcelain pieces, and even interactive exhibits that brought the city's cultural heritage to life. It was the kind of place that didn't just teach us facts, but made us feel connected to the soul of the beautiful city of Hangzhou.
是要甜酱还是辣酱呢？甜酱。这样。这个装饰我也想吃呢。
波浪，等一下，它是源源不断发出，那肯定是下面有东西。
I also had the chance to visit Qian Wangci, the temple of King Qian, a beautifully preserved site dedicated to Qian Liu, the founding king of the Wu Yue kingdom during the 5 dynasties and 10 kingdoms period. More than just a temple, it serves as a tribute to the rich legacy of the Qian family, whose influence continues across generations all around the world. What fascinated me was discovering some of the notable modern descendants of this ancient lineage. Among them, Qian Xuesen, the father of China's space program, and Malaysia's Ronnie Chieng, the sharp-witted comedian and actor known for his global presence. It's incredible to think that from a royal heritage rooted in Hangzhou, the Qian family tree has branched out to shape everything from science to entertainment. This temple isn't just a historical site, it's a living reminder of how deep roots can lead to far-reaching impact. After sightseeing, it was time to head back to the tournament venue. The victory dinner of the championship was a warm and celebratory closing to an intense few days of competition.
Good evening, firstly. We are out of the Othello.
And I hope Othello will promote to the world. And within Hong Kong, I hope Othello will add more players.
For the 18th time, is Japan.
First of all, I want to say thank you for all the prayers and appreciation, appreciation.
In the World Championships, everybody plays together, including youth, including our female players. And I personally find that great, and I would like to thank WF, the World Othello Championships, to keep on doing that. Thank you.
Very happy that I won in the youth category. That's it.
World Othello Championships 2024 is Yusuke Takanashi. This year's champion has had a fantastic tournament. Can I welcome up to the stage and can I ask everybody else to stand and give a standing ovation to the 2024 World Othello Champion, Saya Kurita.
I had a lot of fun during these 3 days, and I started playing Othello when I was 9 years old, which was around 15 years ago.
As I prepared to leave Hangzhou, what lingered in my heart were the friendships I made along the way. This championship brought together people from every corner of the world, all united by a board game. Beyond the competition, it was the human connection that made this journey unforgettable.